The next day, Mr. Adoy has come to the village for supplies. One of the villagers approaches him with a dog in tow, a bandage where its tail once was.
Look, Master Adoy, someone has cruelly removed my dog's tail. I noticed yesterday when one of your students returned to town, she had a new sword tied around her waist. I think she did it.
Master Adoy examines the sad, tailless dog and contemplates the villager's words for a moment. I do not believe that it could have been Launa, but I will investigate further and get to the bottom of this. The master sets out to Corbat's home. When he knocks on the door, Corbat's mom wakes him up and offers the master a cup of tea. Corbat, his hair like a crown of snakes, stretches and greets the master. Good afternoon, Corbat. A villager has approached me asking about a tailless dog. Do you know anything about this? What dog? I haven't heard anything about it. You know, you did give Loon a sword yesterday. Maybe she did it. Very doubtful. I will go and find out what she knows. After finishing his tea, he thanks Corbat's mom for opening her home to him and heads over to Launa's house. As Master Adoy approaches her home, he finds her on her hands and knees in the garden, helping her father pull the weeds. Greetings. Launa, a dog from the village has had its tail cut off. Two have now pointed their finger at you. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh no, poor puppy. I'm sorry, Master, I don't know anything about it. Last night I hung my sword above my door and I left it there until our next lesson. Come, let me show you.
She leads the master back to her room, only to find an empty space above her door where her sword once hung. She quickly scans the room, but the sword is nowhere to be found. A panic grips her heart when suddenly she notices it leaning in the corner behind the door.
Something's not right here. That's not where I put it.
Here, let me see that. Mr. Adoy takes the sword and draws the blade from the scabbard. Examining the sword from hilt to tip, he notices a streak of blood which has recently dried to the edge. Launa, I think you are right. Something smells fishy, and it is not your fertilizer. Follow me. Let us find Corbat. I do believe there is more to this story that he can tell. They return to Corbat's house and find his mother out front sweeping the porch. Good afternoon again, Mr. Adoy. Have you returned for more tea? While your tea is quite lovely, we have actually returned to question Corbat. I'm so sorry. You just missed him. He left for the market in an awful hurry. He didn't even eat his breakfast. Master Adoy leads Launa down the road toward the market. There they find him at a local food stand talking to the cook. Did you hear Launa cut the dog's tail off? Turning to one of the patrons, he describes, it was the most vicious thing I've ever seen. Turning to another, he says, she even attacked a bear who was just looking for food. Stop right there. Here is the warrior of integrity that you accuse. Only a coward would spread rumors behind another's back. If you are a true warrior, look me in the eye and tell me what you really know. The master's fiery gaze pierces him to the soul. Corbat falls to his knees crying. I'm so sorry, Master. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't even see the dog there. The master turns to Launa. You have always worked hard. Even though you have made mistakes, you told the truth and atoned for it. I knew all along it could not have been you. Corbat, you have broken every tenet of a warrior. You can no longer be trusted and will no longer receive my training. Training? What training? You've done no more than treat us like slaves. I'm stronger than Launa anyway. I could kill 100 ninjas without your stupid sword. Upon hearing that, a dark figure steps forward out of the crowd which is formed. Your master's training must be great indeed if you can beat 100 ninjas, even without a sword, you say? My strength is my own. My master only had me do his gardening. And how about you, little girl? Do you just trim hedges with that?
How many ninjas do you think you could slay with that butter knife? Oh my, I would hope to never have to draw my blade against anyone.
Truly, she is a warrior working in the garden, not just a gardener stuck in a war. Do not mistake her meekness for weakness.
So you say, old man. We shall see.
The dark figure then steps back and fades like a shadow into the crowd, steaming with anger and red-faced in embarrassment.